just as we get a couple of other people joining. G'day, g'day, good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Anyway, you guys and girls are. So, just gonna, yeah, awesome. Thank you. Good evening. Good evening. Sorry for the little late notice. I know it's a bit of a last minute stream, this one, but I did miss the one the other day for some family reasons that unfortunately kept me occupied. But we're here today, so let's have a look at the markets. I'm excited. I haven't opened the charts for I guess the whole week. So it's Friday my time. So it's been the whole week. I don't even know what's going on. So this is a very exciting time for me. Usually the first time I look at the charts during the week is it's cool. So I'm gonna kind of work down my way through the list that I usually do. So you get to see live what I usually look at. I always like to start with the dollar. It's nothing new there for us. We already know. And would you look at that? It keeps going up. Awesome. I say awesome because I know that we're gonna eventually come back into the usual candle that we always point to. So it's playing out to the T. We are starting to see some sort of maybe slowing down potentially. Yeah, the week is printing maybe a bearish candle, but the 3 days and the daily, they seem the daily is kind of 7 hours in. So we'll see how this candle prints. I'm expecting it to take out this high and continue a little bit higher. So with that in mind, we're expecting obviously forex and commodities to potentially keep going a little bit lower. So with the dollar out of the way, let's have a look at what Bitcoin is doing. And please, what's cracking, George? Good to see you. Thank you for tuning in, mate. Sorry for the bit of a late notice today, just a couple of hours, but I thought, why not? Hey, better to tune in than not tune in. So I just looked at the dollar. Now we're just looking at Bitcoin. Straight away we can see Bitcoin is doing this beautiful double bottoms here, which obviously is a sign of strength. Oh, that's I'm only at my desk all day. I was ready. Awesome. Well, Bitcoin kind of looks like it's printing an harmonic here, if I'm to be honest, because obviously we did sweep this low here, but when taking harmonics, guys, and I'm happy to do a course on it because there is a science behind it. It's all levels, so we can't just take them from wherever. But whenever I'm taking harmonics, I like to take them from the candles that print either the highest or the lowest. And in this case, this week right here, I'm not gonna pick because that's just an outlier. In this case, this is the candle that printed lowest, so harmonic will be from here, and then I'm expecting potentially 106 to 109, call it. And that is if we print a beautiful Garley, which we'll be doing. So the 648 is still in the Garley territory. If we do crab, obviously we'll go up, but I don't think we will. So I'll probably just flag it here, and we can just kind of delete these setups because they're old anyway. So didn't take them. I wasn't on the charts, so delete that and delete that just for confusion. With this kind of I guess bias in mind, I'm expecting some sort of resistance here, right? And you can see why I took from there. So that's I'm gonna make it nice and easy. It's a volume imbalance. You can see if we zoom in a little bit, there's a big gap between the wick of this candle and the wick of here. So this is obviously a nice imbalance. Expecting Bitcoin potentially to face some sort of pressure at that level. So now that I'm back on the charts this week and this weekend, I'm definitely going to be looking for something like this, in which case we can probably look at a bit of a short, potentially coming to fill this wick right here, for then obviously a continuation higher. The bias overall in the macro it is still very much bullish, and especially when we see that you haven't really printed a low. So you can see this low and this low, they're pretty much the same. So that obviously tells us there's strength here. This week was a beautiful manipulation week, so it came over, took out the lows and continue higher. I am still keeping an eye on here eventually, but the further we push past this point, the less chances is that we're gonna come down here in this cycle. So I'm not discounting it just yet as an opportunity, potentially to enter the market again down here, but just maybe depending on the strength past this imbalance right here, we'll have a look. Maybe it's on this cycle. So that's kind of a first look at Bitcoin. I was just saying for anyone that's tuned in last minute that I haven't looked at the charts at all this week. So we're looking at the charts with fresh eyes, which is exciting. And would you look at that? I had this entry and this this daily candle marked up here a little while ago. Obviously we tested it here. That was an interest. You can see candle of interest. We ended up sweeping lower, and that's just like what the market does. And I've been over this kind of behavior in the past, you know, coming from Forex, where the more mature the market, especially with ETFs in play, the more this kind of plays we're going to see, where everyone is going to look at potentially putting the stop loss either at the lows or just below the lows, and the market goes considerably lower. So something for us to keep in mind, that we are playing with a much more mature market. So yeah, I would have been in fact, to be honest, I think I was in this one, but I did already move my stop loss at break even, because that's what I do. So I didn't really you know, it was just a zero trade. But yeah, good to see that. I guess this, and I say good to see because obviously yes, we did print lower lows, but we still respected these lows here. So again, sign of strength. This was on Monday, so start of the week. And if we go on the weekly, we can probably see, yeah, just close. I don't even count it as a lower really. So yeah, we're showing strength in the market, which is nice to see. So we've got a strong Bitcoin, a strong ETH, and I'm expecting a strong Solana. Would you look at that? Oh my gosh, righto. I hope that whoever was in this trade with me, like I pinged you many times, you know, we hit take profit 1, we hit take profit 2, we hit take profit 3, we just missed the final TP. But we've had this magnet, and I know that people in the chat make fun of me, like I don't know for how long now. I think we'll put it somewhere down here, and look at that, we missed the last TP by almost nothing. So yeah, it's great to see. And this was my my target, this candle right here, this weekly candle right here was my target, which obviously we can see we came and fill nicely. So it's good to see that the TA is bang on, team. So yeah, awesome. So we hit 3 TPs on this Solana, so I ended up being just over 1 to 2 points, almost 2.7. So almost a 1 to 3, almost. Great stuff. That's awesome. So clean up the chart a little bit. We don't need this magnet anymore. I know that we've got a few people that are gonna be happy to see this recording and see the magnet go, because now we obviously mitigated that candle, and we can get rid of that too. So fresh eyes, and again we can see Solana's probably looking the strongest out of the two so far. So you can see this was actually a higher low as opposed to ETH, which made obviously a slightly lower, and BTC, which made an equal low. So strong reaction from Sol on Monday, Tuesday. So again, we can see here always liquidity formed. We had this order block, which was the weekly candle, that obviously we went past this and swept and moved higher. So great stuff. Now I'm going to flag this for everyone who's going to be looking at this stream, and either live, or if you're watching the recording, make sure that to put a little comment in the YouTube and just say replay, hashtag replay, so I know that you've watched it. Hashtag replay on the comments. You can see this candle right here. So this is what's called an institutional candle. We've been over this type of candle so many times, right? So it's the last down before an explosive move up, which means that this was obviously a manipulated candle. And because these type of candles always leave behind this kind of gap, which we just covered, that's an imbalance, I am going to expect this type of move potentially. It doesn't have to be now. We can potentially clear this high first and then we come back up down, but yeah, just keep an eye at this level. I'm going to mark it up here on the chart. So I don't have a magnet, but if you want to be absolutely precise, why not, hey? So that 191 to 198, that level, that's the level that we're going to be looking at, just for potential reversal. And to be honest, the entry for me will be somewhere in this daily candle potentially. So that's my daily candle, whatever it is, yeah, which is in this case, sorry, I'm on the hour, which is a 24 hour, so that's my daily candle right there, right? So keep an eye on a possible setup. Could look something like this, you know, depending on how we go. Clear up this high, a couple of TPs along the way, but yeah, definitely I do like this this kind of setup here. So there you go, there's one setup here next for a long on Sol. Oh, righto. Okay. What did I miss this week on the charts? XRP just like, see ya. Oh man. Wowza. This is awesome. XRP doesn't give a F. I keep this long on the charts here, and usually I clear my charts, but I just want to show it for anyone that is watching the recording or anyone live. We caught this entry on GTG, right? So on Greeny's group, we print. Obviously, I didn't keep this open. I'm not gonna lie. This could have been a 1-2-86. Well, let's see now what it could have been, right? Just for shits and giggles. This could have been a 1-104 risk to reward. Not bad. we didn't keep it open though. Like we took profit somewhere here, which was still amazing. So this is great. XRP, you can see I have some really key levels marked up here. I've already taken some profits here. So this was I think it was about 15% of my whole XRP holding that I took. So I'm starting to exit, and you can see I've got a couple of TPs still. So I've got 25% at $3.50, so we're pretty much there. I might actually just bring it down just a notch, because often when we go to this very nice level, we just start to reverse before we hit them. So I'm gonna take some profit probably later today. Then I've got another profit at $4.50, and then my last final exit, which is here fully out. I'll be fully out at $5.50. So XRP is my second biggest bag after BTC. So once I get up here, I'll probably expect to be fully out of all my positions, not just XRP. But wowza, this is like, there's nothing to see. I mean, we've seen this, right? Like this in the chat. What is this? What is this? This is a level of, starts with the L. Money, liquidity. This is a level of liquidity right here that we took obviously out, and yeah, this is epic. Let's have a look at a few others. Liquidity, that's it. You got it, George. You got it. I'm interested to see what AERO is doing. Look at that, hey? I called out this in the chat for both a leverage play, which obviously we can see I think the whole market just went a bit smart money on us, so it took out the last level of liquidity. But I also called it for portfolio, and if you took it for portfolio, that's a nice move. You're in. I think this whole area here was a great area to DCA for Aerodrome, which is one of the biggest, in fact the biggest DeFi protocol on Base. So great portfolio play there. Let's have a look at what Uni is doing. Uni's, yep, doing fantastic. I kind of know the prices by looking at it. It looks like Casper had a nice big push up. Awesome. So let's have a look. What's Cas doing? I had Casper. You can see this little numbers here. This is an Elliott wave, right? So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that was the wave up, and then usually on the wave down you're looking for an A, B, C correction, which is what I had marked up here in red. So you can see A, B, C, but there was a couple of options that could have played out when I was looking at Casper, and looks like the option I had played out was A, B, C, right? So this was the B in reality, so an ugly B, but yeah, as opposed to A, B, C. So this is good. This is really good. We obviously kept the lows, like we made a higher low here, again sign of strength, and now we're really pushing. You can see high. We're probably going to go somewhere in this vicinity, and then we'll obviously a bit of selling pressure, might retrace a bit, and then hopefully we'll go up. If not, depending on the reaction that we get around this level, we might see if we can potentially re-enter someone below here for some sort of W again, right? So this is another harmonic that potentially could be printing. We'll see. Otherwise, the other options, this is a very weak harmonic. I don't like this level, it's too weak. We'll see, but this is great to see on Casper, so I can probably just delete this. In fact, this was A, so that would have been A, B, and C. So that was the corrective wave. Usually when you see a corrective wave like this, and I'm just doing a very quick flyover on earlier wave, you can see after the corrective wave there was another 5 impulse, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So this is how Helio wave performs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 again, and then after that you see 1, 2, 3. So that was the corrective wave, A, B, C. So now we can expect 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So something like this. Usually we don't want to see these two waves touch, but we'll see how it plays. So wave 3 is one of the biggest, followed by wave 5. So let's have a look. But Casper definitely going up. That's awesome. Link, what a beautiful level. This was again, this was obviously a short that we caught on Link on GTG. We called almost right at the top. So we took take profit 1, take profit 2. Could probably delete this now. But yeah, it's good to see TA always working nicely for us. So I hope everyone's leverage account should be pretty good, and portfolio obviously we've had some really good entries. So something else that I usually look at, and feel free in the chat if you have anything that you want me to take a look at while I just go through my list. Please put them in the chat and we can have a look at it together, and absolutely happy to kick it with you guys and girls. And I do apologize, my very large dog outside is performing his duty, so you might hear him bark. Here in Tau I had a DCA area, again called out in Discord, and you can see beautiful area to DCA indeed. Obviously we did go a little bit lower, we swapped that week. Looks like this week on Monday, on Monday it looks like the market just overall just wicked everyone out, and yeah, just went for it. This is awesome, because this is what we want to see. By the way, this is good. I know that if you're on leverage this is not good because you get stopped out, but in the long term for portfolio plays, this is what we call a balanced market. So there was obviously order stacked up here, right? And this is on all pairs, so there was a lot of money stacked down here, and because the market comes and effectively mitigates that means that we are now ready to go much higher. So this is really good. Let's have a look. What have we got? Oh wow, Illuvium's at 38. This is a good level. Good level. Oh wow. Okay. Obviously we weren't this long. So this is a great DCA area. Yep. I like this a lot. So I'm gonna call this later on in the Discord. Illuvium at, what is that, 38.64. This is a great DCA, especially given how everything else is starting to move up. How's the volume looking? Right, you can see here, right. Let's have a look. Obviously descending volume, price is going down here, you can see, but volume is starting to move up. So this is good. I don't really care about the color of the volume. You can see a great amount, but when I see a spike in volume and price obviously going down, I'm expecting some sort of reversals very soon here for Illuvium. So just for spot, or you like it for longs again? Do you mean for Illuvium or for what pair, George? Yeah, for Illuvium. Now, probably wouldn't just. I mean, you could do leverage. We do have obviously this equal lows. Yeah, you could. I'll probably, if I were gonna go leverage, maybe you just want to do. Obviously, I'm looking on the data here. So, what is that? I'm looking on the data here. So, I want to scale down in time frame and find an optimal entry for leverage. It's so important. So, if I was to do leverage, I'll probably start looking somewhere in this imbalance down here. Potentially this candle. Not this candle because it's already been mitigated. So, I'll probably just leave that one out. But yeah, something down here. If we wick and fill this kind of gap between 35 and 34. That's a solid, you know, leverage as well for Illuvium, so I like that. Yeah, so I just haven't been looking at leverage, because obviously I haven't been on the chart all week. So before I take any leverage, I want to see what the sentiment is like overall on all coins, what the market is doing, and then I can kind of form a bias, right? Like, I don't want to just press buy or sell. Thanks, Santa Lucas. Thank you. I'll put the recording anyway. So if you want me to go over anything, just chuck it in the chat before you duck, and I'll cover it, and then you can watch the recording. Oh, I'm drinking coffee today. I haven't eaten. It's almost 3 o'clock here where I am, 3 p.m. And today I haven't had breakfast or lunch. Like, I just had a crazy week. But such is life. Next, let's have a look at some micros. Chat is one that I've been obviously not heavily, but like I like chat for utility. I've got my entries. You know, I've started my entries start from up here and up here, so obviously I've been this way on my way down. Chat is good. Okay, well, what's the volume looking like? Yeah, still not much. Let's have a look. Honey, I did like Honey a lot. Hive Mapper, this one is, which is a company that, I don't know if you know it, it's on the Solana network. They sell, I'll show you, Honey Hive Mapper. They sell camera dash cams. No, that's the API, that's not it. But the reason why I like this one, aside from the fact that obviously they do have a working product, tokenomics are not terribly bad. Like, there's, you know, there's a lot of coins, but I'll get to it in a second as to why. But definitely the total supply, you know, the circulating supply is still a little bit far out. But you can see on hivemapper.com, their working product is they're basically Google Maps. So they sell dash cams, and they reward you if you map with their token. So this is a working product. There's pretty much the whole world is already mapped with them. So their main revenue, and the reason why I like this company, and I think I've been through it a few times, I do like to think of crypto as a stock. So is the product bringing in money? If not, has the potential to bring in money? Yes, great, then I want to invest in it. And at this evaluation, obviously we can see we are quite far from the highs. That was obviously VC exiting. Yep, there's a utility coin with a natural product. Yep, and revenue. But get this is the reason why I like it. And I'm going to explain how I think about when I look at coins, right? We have a product that it's already, like, they sell. You can see products. You can do image API, you can do features, you can do dash cams. You can buy the dash cam, they sell it. This is their own dash cam. But guess what they do next? They're gonna sell all these images, all this mapping to who? Somebody is gonna come one day and say, hang on a second, I want all of this. I want all of this stuff that you have here. That's right. I very much think Google or, you know, maybe Microsoft, another big tech company is going to come up, and Waze, yep, is going to come up. I think Google actually bought Waze, I think. So, but the bottom of it is they have a ton of data, and data is money, and somebody's going to come scoop them up, and this product is going to do probably a 10x, I reckon, from here. So at 6 cents, not a bad, you know, $50 to chuck at something for a working product. Yeah, so just put that on your radar. Okay, Jupiter, obviously. Oh wow, I haven't even checked, but I did kind of very briefly saw on the timeline there's an airdrop for Jupiter, which is awesome because I've been kind of farming it. You know, I've been trading on Jupiter, so but you can see again spike in volume, price going down. Okay, Jupiter and George, this is a good one for leverage potentially. I do like this spike in volume a lot. You can see massive spike in volume, price is down. Wait until it kind of breaks these lows. Let it go below these lows, and wow, we go up. So let me map it up. I'll give you the levels. For let me just clear up some volume. Obviously we can see this is nice, from 75 to 76, 77 entry. Stop loss obviously below this low, so somewhere in the 70 cents. So something like this potentially. Right, something like this. It's nice, 1 to 3. So we have not a lot to go. Let me just carry on these squiggles, and then you can take a screenshot. Let's do it properly. If I'm gonna give you some levels, I like to do it a little bit more precise. In the 70, something like this. Yeah, I like that. 75 entry, 70 stop loss, 98 TP. Beauty. That's a nice leverage play, and obviously this is also a great setup for portfolio, right? Like I've been DCAing, or like from December in here. Yep. Speed mapping it. All good. All good. Let me know if I go too fast and things. I've got the chat open. Let's see. And this is another one that I put recently on my. Oh damn it! Oh, you joking? I missed it. See, this is what upsets me at times. That if I'm not on the charts, which I'm not always on the charts. Like this week, I haven't been zero on the charts. I had this mapped for I don't know how long. For a long time. You can see we came right into the weekly candle, but this is good. Like I want to show you guys, this is how we trade, this is how we find entries. This was a weekly candle. I hope you can all see it. The beekeeper ticker that was honey. Hive Mapper is the name of the project, and honey is the ticker. So that's a good one. You can find it on Coinbase. But KMNO, yeah, look at that. So this is obviously the weekly candle that we liked. We didn't. That's just a bummer that I wasn't on the charts, because this would have been a perfect entry for KMNO. And I had this mapped up because I wanted to enter KMNO on spot. I don't have any, but I wanted to. I was indecisive between Solend, which you can see up. I was already in a DCA zone, so I've been DCAing in Solend, and KMNO, but KMNO obviously has a lot more TVL, so I like to go into DeFi projects that have a fair bit of money in, and yeah, it's just a shame that I wasn't on the charts at the moment. I missed this entry, but I'm not against waiting for potentially a retest before we go higher, or even a rejection to come back again. I don't think we're going to come back into this candle. Personally, like I said, with BTC, we might just see some sort of retest of this imbalance to go higher. So missed the optimal entry, but something around the sub 12 cents for KMNO, and you can look it up. What is KMNO? So CoinGlass. No, that's not it. Sorry, DeFi Llama. We go KM. If you go into Solana, you can see some of the projects. KMNO is number 4 in terms of how much TVL they have. Obviously, Jupiter number 1, Jupiter number 2, Radium, no surprise. In fact, surprise is number 1, and KMNO is the number 4. So 2.2 bills. In total value lock, so money locked in into the protocol. Marinate Finance is also a good one, but yeah, so that's obviously something that I'm gonna wait for. I've got it there, so if you don't have a look, let's have a look at PYTH or PYTH, however you want to call it. Oh man, this week really, this is why leverage can wreck you if you're not on the charts. Like if I was on the charts on Monday and I said this week, on any charts that I was in, 100% the moment that this candle closed below, not below these lows, but still maintain structure, I would have re-enter, especially on BTC. Especially, this was obviously a liquidation candle. It was so clear the moment that on Monday that candle prints a close and this big wick forms, this is where we'll re-enter. Even if you get wicked out once, no problem, re-enter again. Yeah, this is obviously bullish. We missed the train there, but it's just a great thing that we started DCA in PYTH or PYTH at these levels, because I think we're going to go much higher. Cool. That's some of my favorite projects. Lower cap, so obviously RSC. I don't know if you have been following. The first call we did was down here. So this was a 600% move. Project owned by Brian Armstrong, founder and of Coinbase. So this is his own project too, research coin at DeSci, decentralized science. This has got so much higher to go. It's not even funny. If we go into good old CoinGecko, we do RSC, we can see the TVL is just like 121 million for one of the leading project in DeSci. Yeah, we're good. We're gonna go higher, so we're nice and high on this bag. So I actually started a little I guess watch list for DeSci and dip in here. I didn't have it earlier, but last week I started one. Let's have a look at some of the AI agents. I know the last week we were playing. Oh man, phew. Did we take it? Did anyone catch it? Tell me you did. Tell me you did. Tell me you left those. Nope. We call this in GTG, man. Like we called. Oh, this is so frustrating. I got someone's spot. That's awesome. And all these calls are in the server, so you can go and back and fact check me as much as you want. So we had this 4-hour candle right here. It just missed us. We thought it left without us, and guess what it does? Comes back to our entry, tests the candle that we highlighted, and said, "F you, see you later." Are you kidding me? And again, I wasn't on the charts, man. But if you did left, I haven't even checked my. Oh, maybe I should check my bit by bit in case I left those orders open. I think I did. Let's have a look. Sorry. Just let me check on my phone quick. Yep. Awesome. Got some. Yay. This is so funny. Shit's funny. Shit is funny. Come on, like, are you kidding me? Cerebro, obviously. But do you all understand? Do you guys understand what happened here? Like, why we called it? I want to make sure that before I move on, we understand why we took the trade in the first place. Right? I don't want to just give you. I want to give you the fishing rod. So this was a candle, right? This candle right here. If we zoom in, took liquidity. Right, went below this low, and then right after that there was a big candle up which left gap behind. Right, this is an institutional candle right here, candle of interest. Why did we not take this one? Why did we not take this one? Because they didn't take liquidity, they didn't form a low, whereas this one took liquidity. This is the kind of candles that we want to see, that leave behind an imbalance. So once we have that, great, we can move on. We drag it all the way, and you can see obviously what it did next. Missed it by a hair, did a big move, right? Did the big move here, and you can see this was an indication of what potentially could have happened. When we see up this wick that came up here, took this liquidity, but didn't close above this high, in fact closed below, that tells us, okay, it's going to retrace lower. So if you were on the charts, you could have seen this wick, the close below here, so making obviously a lower high, and that tells us the moment we were making a lower low from here, so the break of structure, this was a great opportunity. We would have sniped that. Look at that. That was a snipe too. Yeah. So this is why we trade the trades. This is how we trade it. We can replicate these kind of trades pretty much everywhere. And looks like AI16Z left without us. I was like, nope, see ya. Don't like that. It's obviously making now. Let's have a look on the 12-hour, on the daily. Yeah, looks like he wants lower. I'm expecting this this weekly to be filled. So for AI16Z, probably gonna wait for, what is that, 82 cents at this stage. So I wouldn't enter anything now. I know that AI, I was kind of reading on the timeline, is a bit of a, I think Cerebro had, I don't know how many daily candles. My gosh, jeez. But yeah, AIX16Z, just wait, don't do anything. Obviously this 4-hour got obliterated. Virtual, oh wow, yep, virtual did the same as the market. Came past our area of interest, which was this 4-hour candle. You know, yeah, we should have like put the stop below here, and then obviously that was the move, but it's not done yet, and I'm expecting some bigger retracement. You can see why. Obviously Elliott wave, we just been through it. We just did an impulse. Why am I doing this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now we are forming a 1, potentially 2 and 3. So this is going to be my DCA area. So if you don't have any virtuals, I'm expecting some sort of potentially selling pressure around here for a push down to take out these lows. And you can see DCA zone obviously in green, so all this DCA zone here. Good area to get some exposure to virtual, which I think it's a good idea to do. Obviously high evaluation, 2 billion something, but yeah, we'll look for a re-entry. And to be honest, scaling down on the lower time frame, this could be an opportunity to short potentially, because on the daily we obviously have a nice retracement already in the 618. We wicked up. So we've hit the golden pocket. 4-hour, what do we have? Anything nice? Let's have a look. I read the volume. 4-hour, we kind of came back into this wick. That's nice. And on the 1-hour, obviously we're breaking structure. So yeah, I'm not, to be honest, I'm not against a short here. Potentially something quite tight. I mean, if you want to give a bit more room, you could do something like this, but that's too much. Doesn't give us enough risk to reward. You can delete that and delete that. Something like this potentially. If you come back, ideally I like to come back here, so this could be an entry too. Something like this, quite tight, and then yeah, go back into that kind of area right there. This could be a nice short for virtual. Come back past these highs, you can see them here. So come back into this imbalance, which is obviously there. You can see that's the gap. I'll mark it up if you're taking a screenshot. This from here to here, that's kind of the imbalance that I'll be looking at right there. So yeah, something like this could be a nice nice setup. We want to keep the stop loss relatively tight, so this is the setup right here. So short from 3.6 and 6.8 or something, 6.79, very tight stop loss, and final TP down into the 2122s. And the reason why I'm taking this trade, or I'll be happy to take this trade, is because I am playing the higher time frame ABC correction wave. There is a chance, however, that it could stop us out and it could run for this candle. So we've got to be prepared for that scenario too. Where is there? So it could come somewhere here in this kind of order blocks. So if that's the case, we can, which I'm sure coincides also to it, like a 786 potentially. Sure enough, it does. 786 right here. So potentially this could be the other area of selling pressure. Where's that selling pressure? There, right? So something like that to keep an eye out if we does decide to go higher. So keep an eye out, but overall just wait for the short opportunity to on virtual, and this will be definitely a sell to buy, because I want to buy. That's my main trade is going to be potentially from up here to, you know, past all-time highs. So something like this, which will be nice. Cool. I think I've covered all the ones that I usually go through. Let's see what Hype is doing. Yeah, we caught the short nicely on Hype. So yeah, so thinking of shorting ONDO, 134% getting unlocked tomorrow. Let's have a look at ONDO. ONDO. The only thing I say even before I look at it is obviously we've just been through all the major pairs. Let's start with ONDO BTC. See what that's doing. So that's a good level. It's got a bit more to drop, I think. So where do I have ONDO? Here. Let's have a look. See, I don't like anything in this vicinity, to be honest. The reason is relevant is you're in the middle of a move. Like, you're not at a low, you're not at a high. There's still very much like the opportunity to go past this low are high, and there's a big gaps here too. So we could see a fake out to then sell, come and fill this gap, which is, I think, likely a possibility. So something like this, and then continue lower. I don't think they'll move for ONDO unless we start obviously pushing for some higher highs, but we are at a fib level now, 618. The strength is there for ONDO. This was a nice wick. I like that. Obviously we came and cleared this liquidity down here, but that's the whole market that did that. If you're thinking like at a lower time frame, like for 1 hour, things like that, just it's risky at this stage, because you could literally just go either or. You can see this is all indecision. This candles printing the season. Obviously we've done a low, then what we were doing low, now we're starting to make some higher high. Yeah, it's not a decisive market. This could be very well consolidation. Is it distribution or is it accumulation? What is it? We don't know yet. Yeah, just give it a miss. There's better trades. This is just, yeah, middle of a move. If it was down here, I say long, or if it was perhaps up here, like obviously this is let's just get rid of that. Like, if it does come, we're on a daily here. This is obviously the structure, right? Daily structure. So high, low. If it was up here somewhere in the 786 and it was into this imbalance, then I say yes, try to short it. But it's literally nowhere. It's just, yeah, weird structure. Don't like it. Not weird, but just middle of nowhere. So we'll give it a miss. I think that's it that I wanted to kind of cover. We've covered quite a few pairs, but you can see how I trade and how I think and what I see on the charts. We've done the dollar, we've done all the measures. Yeah, just keep an eye. I'd say keep an eye on BTC. We have this volume imbalance right up here. I do want to see how, and this is obviously we've covered this with a few pairs. I want to see how this candle, which is today's candles, 17, 18, 19 hours left, how we close. Do we close up high above this, or do we close, or do we just wick and we close below? I mean, I'm not going to try to short it here, to be honest. I want to see some sort of mitigation into this imbalance up here. So we might wick. I think, you know, if you're on a lower time frame, like in a 1 hour, 15 minutes, things like that, I'm sure that there was plenty of opportunity. Look at that. That's the same imbalance that we're talking about right here. Boom, gets filled and runs. It's not hard. Yeah, lots of opportunities, lots. But you can see the imbalances. We can clear that one out. I got taken out. I'll probably just keep an eye. I'm on a 1 hour now, by the way, so I'll probably just keep an eye for this one candle, potentially 50% of it. You know, if we start making some sort of structure up here, or trend line, however you want to call it, you know, if we do something like potentially something like this, you know, a very tight, just look for a break off that, and then a mitigation into this level for another small continuation up. We're talking lower time frames now, so potentially something like this. Let's have a look. This is rough parameters, but if you want to do a bit more precise, I usually do, or something I do this, I do 50% of that, so the entries will be around there, and the 4 hour, yeah, it kind of coincides with that. So that was a 1 to 3.5. Not bad. This is potential long on BTC on lower time frame, even though I'm not a fan, because this is obviously at the end of a potential movement. You can see the movement has already happened, like this, you know, this was the long from here. But if you play in the shorter time frame, and if you're a scalper, that's there's an opportunity there. There's still lots of imbalance left behind here, so this candle already got mitigated, so I'm not interested. But yeah, this has got my eyes here. So I still think we go a little bit lower, and this can be mitigated potentially once we if we go and we start doing this, and then mitigate, and then we go higher. Bit of a squiggle, but cool. That is what I wanted to show. What I wanted to kind of go through the market with you. I haven't looked at it today. No sweat at all. Yeah, look into Honey Hive Mapper. Yeah, they've got a full app as well, so you can actually put a dash cam on your camera, on your car, drive around, start mapping, and yeah, they pay, you get rewarded in the token, which is pretty cool, just for driving around. Thanks, team. I appreciate everyone. I am so grateful that you say that, Daza, that you're learning. That's what we're here for, and I'm a firm believer everyone learns in different ways. Some people learn by seeing, some people learn by doing, and I'm a seer, so obviously I need to do as well. But if I can show you my thought process behind the charts, I hope it's useful. With that said, much love, and yeah, catch you guys soon. Imbalance, candle, all that stuff. See ya.